Tyrese Maxey, 40.5 PRA. What am I doing with this? Over, under? Do I like this line? Yeah, we're going to talk about that right now. Hope this video finds you well this Wednesday morning. There's money to be made. I have several picks in today's video, so let's get to it. All right, there it is. I posted this last night inside Discord on Dub Club. I took yesterday off. I did. I took the day off. I just had the one pick on YouTube, and that game went into overtime, so that one chalked. Here we are. I'm back. I'm going to do regular volume today. Should have 6 to 8 picks. Tyrese Maxey under 40.5 PRA, first one. Under 12-15 without Embiid last 2 years. You saw it last game. The team's just not the same with Embiid on the court, and they try to run faster, but they don't necessarily have the pieces to play pace-up basketball, and it just didn't work last game. I don't know if it works today against Orlando, a pace-down matchup, a very slow-paced, grinded-out team, and a very good defensive team. And now you've got Philly without Embiid. Who knows how they try to approach this one, but I don't like Maxey at 40.5. I didn't like him at 40.5. Even in a pace-up matchup, and I don't like him now against a tougher defense in a pace-down matchup. Maxey is all about efficiency. So he's had a ton of games where he's played 36, 38, 40 minutes and shot the ball 18, 20, 22 times with and without Embiid. He has done so much better in those games when he does that and Embiid is on the court. There's such different hit rates at all these minutes and shot attempt filters when Embiid is in versus when he's out. We get no Embiid today, and I threw one example up on this write-up just because people love this stuff. And I went back and I looked at all the games where he played 38 minutes and taken 18 field goal attempts, and that was with Embiid also still active. And he's been under in 60% of the games. I just think there's too many ways this could go wrong, right? Maybe not a ton of rebound attempts because there's fewer shot attempts during the game. Maybe not a ton of assist attempts because his teammates aren't knocking him down against tough defense. And then lastly, his points. Again, we've already talked about the efficiency, just not there. He's been under his points prop, every points prop available in 12 of 15 on its own without Embiid. Add in the PRA, and now you have multiple ways for him to miss this. He could pop off tonight and score 32 points, 33 points, only get 2 rebounds and 4 assists, and all of a sudden he's still under the line. If the team's not doing what they need to do, the assists are going to go under. Right now, the lean on both the rebounds and assists, let's go look at it. All right, real quick, let's look at all of Maxey's markets. I'm going to type in MAX into the optimizer. It is 100% free down below, mysparry.com. You heard me, 100% free. Matter of fact, let's look at all of Maxey's lines. So I'm going to select Pick'em site. I'm just going to make sure all of these are in here. That way we can kind of compare lines versus the DFS apps and the sports books. You'll see what is bumped, what is not, and check it out. So player assist today, got the juice to the over. So it has them at 7 on the 2 DFS apps. But there's one cause for concern here, in my opinion. And it actually, honestly, makes me kind of look at the under for plus 110 on FanDuel. Is the fact that Pinnacle, sharpest book out there, has him at minus 122, an outlier. That is usually not a good indicator for these books. And I often see these books follow this one. Player made threes, even money on both sides of over 3.5, under 3.5. Why does this matter? Well, this goes into what is baked into his points prop, his points market. So we got even odds on both sides until we get to Pinnacle. Again, under 3.5 threes. So Penny sitting here saying, I don't know, sharp money's coming in on the under 6.5 here. They keep bumping the odds down to minus 122. Who knows what direction the rest of these books go? Now we got the 3-pointers, lean to the under. The points prop here on Pinnacle also leaning to the under slightly, a minus 119 versus the minus 110 to the over. No rebound market on Penny over here. And the overall PRA, minus 129 to the under from Pinnacle again. And FanDuel, which I think is one of these two are the 2 sharpest books. I'm not entirely sure which one's the best for props, but they are the 2 I like to use as the indicator. Look at FanDuel. Nothing makes me feel better than seeing Pinnacle lean to the under on a prop that I posted last night at midnight, and then waking up and seeing that FanDuel has actually moved the entire line down to 39.5. You got to love it. Those are 2 things where it's like, do you feel better about your pick? And I see those in the morning and I just feel so good. Yeah, Pinnacle likes the under 2. Oh, great. FanDuel moved it down to 39.5. I feel like a king. Hopefully this one lines our pockets. I hope it's going to be a W. I have a good feeling about it. It's going to be sweaty. It's never fun taking an under, and it's definitely not fun taking an under on a player that potentially is going to be a superstar someday. So I'm taking the under 40.5 PRA against Tyrese Maxey. He's available all DFS books, as you just saw on the optimizer, 100% free. You can see it is available everywhere. So you can grab it wherever you want right now. Only place you can't is on FanDuel Sportsbook. Now I have another premium pick I'm going to show you. I took this Kevin Durant last night, posted this in Discord. It was a little before 1 a.m. It was very late. I was up late because I took the day off and I was chomping at the bit. Took over 27.5 points for Kevin Durant. I want to talk about that one real quick. And I want to look at his updated lines because I don't think that he was going to be at 27.5 when I woke up. As a matter of fact, this will be my first time looking at them live. So let's take a peek and see what Durant is at right now. And points prop, here we go. 28.5 on the DFS books and 28.5 on all of these right now. Okay, so he bumped up a full line since I posted this for members last night. But I will say this. You can do this, my friends, and I'm going to make this an official pick because I think it's a really good one. Durant has been over in 14 of the last 16 games without Bradley Beal. The Suns need to start winning and putting together a string of wins. I expect tonight to be a competitive game against Houston. We got a 225-point total, a 1.5-point spread. We have the Rockets on the second leg of a back-to-back. No Dillon Brooks. I think that opens things up for Devin Booker as well if you want to pivot to his points prop. I don't know what that's at. We'll go look at that in a second, actually. And maybe we can look at a Booker prop instead of Durant. But I want to talk about Durant because the 14 out of 16 without Beal is remarkable at 27.5. So at 28.5, it goes down a little bit. So let's take 27.5, and I'm going to tell you right now, wait till the alt lines come out later. Parlay it with the Buffalo Bills money line. Bang. There you go. You got yourself a line that's going to move probably down to like a minus 120 because you'll get that alternate at minus 140-ish on like FanDuel or DK, whatever you use. And then you parlay it with the Bills money line. It's going to drop down to like minus 120. I think that's totally fine. And that's a fine option if you don't want to take the 28.5. So I'm going to make that my official. I did post that officially for Discord. I try to give away a pick or two officially daily. So we got the Maxey under 40.5. Durant over 27.5 points. Again, parlay with Bills if you need to. And let's go look at the Booker lines. Oh, by the way, before I continue, I've had 3 videos now that have had like close to 6,000 views. All 3 videos somehow totally bricked. I went like 0-2 and 1, 0-1, and 0-1. So I'm 0-4 in those massive views. The crazy part is it's totally luck of a draw if YouTube's like, yeah, I'm going to make this one. A lot of people are going to see this. We're going to put it in front of others. And what really sucks is I've had videos that have had like, 2K views, 2,500 views, and I've gone 5-0, 6-0, 4-0, like tons of W's across the entire video, full sweep on a slip I've shown, and that gets 2,000 views. And then YouTube's like, it's your day off on Tuesday. You're only doing one pick, and it's only for YouTube. Yeah, I'm going to put that in front of 6,000 people for when it chalks. So tilting. But listen, I do appreciate you so much for watching the video, for liking the video, and for dropping those comments. So do me a favor down below today. Fire off any player prop questions you have. Any questions about the optimizer, I'm happy to answer and help you. So fire those off down below. I'll get to them throughout the day, as many as I can, all right? Thanks so much for that. Let's keep going. We're going to look at Devin Booker and his points market because somebody out there is going to be scoring for the Phoenix Suns today. I do like Durant a lot. Maybe we can make a little parlay here because I think if we have no Dillon Brooks, Booker's field goal attempt volume right now is so high. I think we can get a pretty good line. And oh my goodness, my friends, steal. This is a steal. Whoa, look at this. So we have 26.5 on Fliff, minus 140, 26.5 on DK, minus 160. FanDuel moved it to 28.5. They said, no more money's coming in at 26.5, not even 27.5. You have to eat it at 28.5. You've got minus 155 in MGM, Pinnacle, minus 156. Look at Sleeper and Underdog giving you a gift. Christmas hasn't ended for users on Underdog or Sleeper. And if you want to use those 2 sites very easily, just click this logo or this logo. It'll give you a $100 deposit match. You can use that anytime you want. Now's a good time. These are 2 soft lines. Parlay Play already moved it to 27.5. Booker not even available on PrizePicks. And oh my word, have you ever wanted to see why the optimizer is elite value? You just keep using this throughout the day, and this thing's going to keep on banging out value for you, because these lines that we're using and looking at right now, they're always going to be changing. They're always updating. It's all based on how much money's coming in on the over or under on sports books, and then trickling over to the DFS apps. Where's the money going? And then the apps are trying to move things around to keep pace. So this 26.5 on Underdog's going to move to 27 flat. It's going to get bumped up, or it's going to move to 27.5, or completely get scrubbed if too much money comes in on it. And then they'll put it back up later at like 28 and hopefully have a bunch of people go on the under, and they try to even it out. And over here on Sleeper, 26.5 is going to move to 27.5. I'm just telling you right now. And I'm able to see that because I'm using the optimizer, simply because I'm just scrolling through and I'm trying to look at values and plays and where are the books, where are the odds, and then where's the differentials on these DFS sites. And I found myself an absolute gem on Underdog Fantasy. So there you go. You want to grab Devin Booker on Underdog and you want to put him together with Tyrese Maxey, I think that's a fine option. I was also browsing NFL this morning, and I already have some interesting plays for NFL. If you saw yesterday's stream, you're one of the 6K that did see it. It was just the most epic day, epic 2 weeks, honestly, of NFL inside my Dub Club. It has just been crazy. I mean, I just dragged this on the screen real fast. Look how stupid this is. Just outrageous. This is the last 2 weekends for NFL, just killing the touchdown markets, absolutely destroying them. I nailed 5 first touchdowns, a bunch of anytime touchdowns, and I already have a few targets I'm putting together to give the members tonight, because the Thursday night game is out, and there's a bunch of lines for Saturday and Sunday already on FanDuel. So I believe I have 7 touchdown props selected, including first touchdown props. I will post those inside Discord today. I promise you that. I'm going to post those for my members, and then I'll get to the rest of the list as the rest of the games start to trickle out their odds. Thanks again for coming today. I'll leave you off with about 3 minutes here of odd shopping. So if you're like, oh, let me check out the optimizer, see how it works, here you go, my friends. Let's do it. Let's freaking go. We're going to try to make some money here. And yeah, there we go. So I'm taking the select implied probability. I'm clicking highest to lowest. Remember, the optimizer's already on. I've selected the PrizePicks category, and then I went highest to lowest because I want this probability right here. This is the implied probability. These are your best plays per the math. Anytime you can find a player like this around 58% or higher is kind of my marker that I just try to stay above. And you have 5 sports books giving odds for a player, and you can take a line like this. That's a good line to me. This also is very helpful to find value. I've told you already, this is a great way to find value. Isaiah Hartenstein, I think is how they actually stat. Under 10.5 rebounds, check this out. Juiced on Pinnacle, minus 160. FanDuel, minus 140. Fliffernutters out there, minus 140. Look at DK gifting us a minus 125. If you want to use Pinnacle and you want to use FanDuel as your barometers, your heat checkers, like I do, well then, heck, this Hartenstein under 10.5, minus 125 is a very, very solid line and a great value. And look at how easy it is to find value on sportsbooks, even while you're doing research for the DFS apps. I think what makes this an interesting play is that Hartenstein, listen, he's going to play some decent minutes. He just does. Without Mitchell Robinson this year, he's averaging 29.5 minutes per game. So that's not like it's new, but he's only been over in 2 of the 8 games this season at that minutes mark. And I think what makes it a tough line for Hartenstein is the way the Thunder play, because Chet Holmgren is going to pull him out of the paint for a lot of the game. And if he's out of the paint trying to guard Chet on the perimeter who can launch threes, well, then Hartenstein's not there to grab rebounds. I think that's where the money's coming in on the under here, heavily on some of these sharp books. And you're getting a soft line at minus 125. This is going to bump. This is going to move to minus 135, minus 140 at some point. And this probably moves down to 10.0 sometime in the next couple hours this morning. And I was only able to see this because of the optimizer. You can use this. Now, I tell everybody in my videos too, this is not an answer sheet. I see it every day inside Discord. I won $500 with this Flex 5, 50 down it, and bang, hit all 5 of 5. And then literally the next person underneath it, I used the optimizer. I went 0 for 5, just totally bricked. Listen, it's just an example, but it's true. It's true. The optimizer is not an answer sheet. If you try to use it as an answer sheet, you're not going to do very well. It's more of a compass. It is a line shopper. It is telling you, hey, great value on DK here. Great value on PrizePicks and Underdog. This line is a steal over here. Like we looked at the Devin Booker on Underdog. and on Sleeper. It's not a value anywhere else. So if you start to learn to look at these things, you watch my video daily, I will give you these examples. I will highlight these. Let it sink in. Start using it daily. It's not an answer sheet, though. This thing will help you find the values. And I say, since it's pointing you in a direction like a compass, you still have to figure out your path. Okay. So I'm being pointed in the direction of Hartenstein. What did I do? I went and researched it, and I do. I like the under 10.5 on PrizePicks, and I like the DK minus 125. And I find this to be very, very good value. All right, listen, actually, there's too much going on. A lot of value keeps popping up. I want to put together some slips and some picks for people. So make sure you dive into the Dub Club, $14.99 down below. I got work to do, lots of work. I'm chomping at the bit to get back in it. Took the day off yesterday. And again, 6,000 views on my day off. Very tilting. I wish it wasn't my day off. I wish I was all in and giving you several picks, bunch of research like today. 6,000 people, man. It just shot myself in the foot. I didn't know YouTube was going to blow it up. Do me a favor, like the video, drop a comment, help this video pop off, because this one, a lot of effort and energy put into this one, and I want this one to go nuclear. Let's get paid, baby. I'll see you on the inside.